Hey guys, what is up? This is Radical Gamer, and today I am bringing you a Necromancer Minion Master guide for Guild Wars 2. This is to kind of show you how I build my Necromancer and how I think they're most effective, or a Minion Master is most effective anyway, and what sort of areas to focus on. You can, of course, change this up to your likings, but this is how I think they are most effective. Go ahead, enter your traits tab, and take a look. You're going to want to go 20 Spite, picking up in your first tier, Spiteful Spirit, gain retaliation for 3 seconds when entering Death Shroud, and you're going to want to pick up Training of the Master. Minion damage is increased by 30%, and that is in your second tier. Reason being, this is self-explanatory. Minions do more damage, you're a Minion Master, why would you not want that? And then Spiteful Spirit, gain retaliation for 3 seconds when entering Death Shroud. This is useful because most of the time you're using Death Shroud as a damage soaker, correct? So it just returns that damage back to a target, especially when you're using it for warriors or thieves, because they do tons of damage. It's useful for just returning that damage right back to them, and that is why I prefer this. 30 Death Magic. On your first tier, you want to pick up Minion Skills Recharge 20% faster. Second tier, you want to pick up Flesh of the Master. Minions have 50% more health. And third tier, you want to pick up Death Nova. When a minion dies, it explodes in a cloud of poison that lasts for 3 seconds. Death Magic is your main minion spec, so that's the reason you're going to want to be utilizing this most of the time, because it is your main minion spot to be putting in your points. And then for Blood Magic, you're going to want to pick up in your first tier Bloodthirst. Siphoning health is 50% more effective. And Vampiric Master. Minions siphon health and transfer it to you. This is benefited through your Bloodthirst, and the abilities you're going to be using with your weapons is also benefited through this. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weapons and the runes, singles you should be putting into your armor, etc. So you're going to want to pick up a dagger and a warhorn, and then in your second weapon slot, you're going to want to pick up a staff. For the sigils, you want a superior leeching sigil and a superior hydromancy sigil. Reason being, on your next attack when swapping to this weapon, you steal some health. That is benefited through your siphon trait. And then freeze nearby targets for 3 seconds when you swap to this weapon. It's good for kiting and escaping. So, and just good for maybe like a mage or anyone really. Reduces speed and skill recharge. And then your staff, superior leeching as well. Reason being, when you swap to this, you're gonna siphon some health. Oh, and another thing, every time you attack or hit a foe, you siphon health. That is all benefited through this Bloodthirst ability. So this is going to stack on top with this, which is going to stack on this, and it's also going to stack on this. I mean, that's what, 4 things of leeching that you've just gained, and that's a lot of health coming back to you. Runes, I pick up Runes of Gw2, increased healing and increased regeneration duration. Healing is benefited through the siphoning as well. You also gain increased regeneration duration, which is useful for the abilities I'm going to be showing you. And when you use a healing skill, you and all nearby allies gain regeneration, good for your allies and your minions. And then for your amulet, you want to pick up a Cleric's Amulet. Power, toughness, and healing. Very, very useful for this spec. Okay, for your support abilities, you want to pick up a Well of Blood. This gives you an initial heal. That means right when you cast this and it's done casting, you get healed, and then you benefit from the heal over time, as well as the regeneration from your rune of Gw2. That is a ton of healing. That is an extremely high amount of healing. Unless you have poison though, it's going to be reduced, so be careful of that. If you want a thing to do, because your next not your next, but one of your utility spells is also Well of Power. Target area pulses, converting conditions on allies into boons. This affects you and your minions. So you can go ahead, use this, then go ahead and use your Well of Blood so that poison is off you and you have all these boons as well as all this extra healing and regeneration. For your minions, I pick up Bone Minions. They have a low cooldown and they do good damage because of the buff you've given them through your traits. They do really good damage, and they also have a toggled ability. Here, I'll go ahead and cast this. Explode a Bone Minion for 1.6k damage about. That is a lot of damage. And you can do that twice because you summon 2. Next, you want to get a Summon Bone Fiend. I like Bone Fiend a lot. They're a ranged minion, and they attack fairly fast, as well as doing really good amounts of damage, and they also can immobilize your foe, which is extremely useful. So, and then for your ultimate, you want a Flesh Golem. Now, the Flesh Golems do so much damage per auto attack because you have that trait, and they already do 770 damage. Now that's before. This does not update when your traits are applied. Remember that. So it does more than 770 damage. And it also applies Cripple. And then its toggle ability is called Charge. Knocks down your foe. It doesn't tell you that, but it actually knocks down your foe. So you can interrupt your foe if they're using something important. So that's it, guys. That's about all I have to show you. If you have any comments or I didn't explain something fairly enough, go ahead and leave a comment on the video. I would appreciate if you like, subscribe, and also give me some tips to be a better commentator, video bringer to you guys, because I am pretty new at this, but I would love to be more helpful. And yeah, so go ahead and subscribe too. That would be very awesome of you to do. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. I'll be bringing you some more videos soon.